Gulf of Guinea is a very important region, and the sea lines of communication are important not only for the security of the nations in the Gulf of Guinea, but also for the economy. So you must have security before you can have a prosperous economy, because about 90% of our goods are delivered from the sea. Furthermore, a lot of the Gulf of Guinea nations rely on the sea for their protein, for their fish. And so we're here working with navies of the Gulf of Guinea to ensure that we can enforce standards of behavior and laws in the maritime domain to combat piracy, illicit trafficking, and illegal fishing. And we've been doing this for quite some time, and it's a very impressive display of 33 countries, 95 ships, 12 aircraft, and about 2,500 Navy and Coast Guard personnel. There are other navies and coast guards in the Gulf of Guinea region who do not have the benefit of these large capital ships. They have smaller ships. So what we do is we team together through the Yaoundé Code of Conduct. There are several zones that regulate maritime traffic and rule of law in the Gulf of Guinea. And we share ships, we share information, a common operating picture, and we help one another. And the United States Navy and the United States Coast Guard are here to assist our African partners in finding the solutions to the problems in the maritime domain.
One thing we have to understand about events that happen in the maritime domain. An event out at sea in any part of the Gulf of Guinea is seen as an international event, no matter where it happens. The import is that no single navy in this region has the capacity to contain such events, maritime security issues. And so, coming from our background of such challenges, it was inevitable that the navies around the Gulf of Guinea come together to figure out how best they could address such maritime challenges.
Partnership is important. In fact, this started in 2010 with the Africa Partnership Station. How does it relate to development? You can't have development without a prosperous economy. And you can't have a safe and secure and prosperous economy without the ability to bring goods and services to African countries, particularly those that are in the Gulf of Guinea. So as these goods and services come in, they've got to be protected. You have to have a certain secure idea in your head, if you're a businessman, that if you transfer goods from the other side of the Atlantic Ocean to a business venture here, that they're going to get here intact and ready for sale on the market. And so it helps you to have secure lines of communication at sea, and it helps other nations with trade, whether that be imports or exports across this vast Atlantic Ocean. We've broken the exercise up into different segments and different chunks. There are over 80 scenarios. And we always, when we get together in the beginning of Obangame Express, and again, it's been 9 times that we've done this, we abide by the rule of crawl, walk, run. So we make sure that everybody's got the basic safety at sea skill sets. And then we get into more complex scenarios, such as boarding, search, and seizure of potential vessels that may be carrying contraband. That could be weapons, that could be illegal narcotics, or it could be trafficking in persons.
Yeah, Michelle, you plan a little bit.